John, recovering addict. This sober date is June 12th, 2024. I've been with Plugged In since August 17th of 2024. So that's exactly a year. What is it? I'm close on a year tomorrow. And it's been a journey, and I've been loving every second of it, ups and downs. But hey, no one gets on a roller coaster that just goes straight, right? We love the up and downs, so you got to appreciate the downs to really appreciate the ups. I started at Wittenhouse, was there for a couple months till February. I tried to do my own thing, was out for like 3 weeks. Called Wade Sr., was like, hey, you got another bed for me? He was like, are you sober? And I said, you're damn right I am. So he got me into a better house, which is now the Cornerstone house, which is a bigger house, and the vibe there, everybody just clicked. Everybody clicks and Plugged In as far as I'm concerned, and I love it. I like where I'm at. I like where it's got me. I like how it helps me, the resources I have. You know, I'm a man that likes analogies and quotes. You feel me? So you may hear some quotes in this little interview we're doing right now, like 100%. Like you gotta have resistance before the growth. So when you struggle in the beginning, don't give up, because a tree don't just become a beautiful tree that we know. The seed has to break. The roots have to go through the soil. It's resistance. It's struggle at first. And then it gives life to this beautiful thing we call a flower, a rose, a tree, apple, cherry, whatever it is. But it went through the struggle before it became this beauty. And that's the same thing as when you're doing in recovery or anything you do. You gotta go through the struggle in order to get where you want to be. And the biggest change or the biggest thing I've noticed in my sobriety or any life period is the willingness or the ability to be uncomfortable and know that that's when you grow. So when you're comfortable, you stay stagnant. When a pond is stagnant, it gets algae. You know, it doesn't thrive. When the river keeps going and the rocks keep tumbling and struggle happens, the white rapids come, that's when the oxygen, the fish are coming, you know, bears are going, it's thriving. It's like a market. So to become uncomfortable and to remember when I feel uncomfortable, this is me growing. This is that resistance that I talk about, the tree and the plant and stuff. And that's the next step. I'm leveling up, right? We don't just play Mario and it becomes the same level. It gets harder and harder, but it gets more rewarding as you grow. The tools I've been doing lately or in the beginning of this whole journey mostly, because I picked up a sponsor like in mid-July, right when I got out of my residential, and he was like, bruise knees, bro. Bruise your knees every night. So I started praying every night, and then I started noticing that I'm going to start in the morning as well. I'm going to equip myself just like I brush my teeth. I wake up in the morning, and normally I would put my shoes on, I would go to the restroom, look at myself in the mirror, make sure I look the same. And then I brush my teeth, get dressed, I do my physical appearance, and then I go about my day. I started realizing that I wasn't doing nothing mentally and I wasn't doing nothing for my spiritual. So I started, before I even get out of bed, I'm still laying there with my head on the pillow. I say a quick thanks to God, to my higher powers. I just pray. And then I go about the day. And then I read, you know, daily devotions. And then when I lay myself down, I pray again. So just prayer, man. Prayer and being aware that it's a spiritual malice that I'm trying to repair. Yeah, man, to the newcomer, I've been stuck on this quote. Like I said, I like quotes. I'm going to tell you like this. You sacrifice for what you want, or what you want becomes the sacrifice. Meaning if you want to keep on partying and all that stuff like that, well, your life is going to stay the same, right? It's going to stay, I don't know where, I was homeless. I lost everything. So I had to sacrifice the drugs. I had to sacrifice the quote-unquote good time party for what I have now. I have a new car, I have a great job, I have a girlfriend, I have a house to live in, I have a bed. So whatever it is you want, the house, the car, the kids, the family, or the reconnection with your family. A lot of times people lose, like I did. I was so ashamed to call my family. I lost the connection with my family. So you have to sacrifice for what you want, or what you want becomes a sacrifice, and it's up to you to do that. The thing I'm most proud of is all the quotes that I say. The thing I'm most proud of is when my therapist started telling me to give class. She's seen that how I learn is by teaching. And I've taught so much, and I share so many things, and with these quotes I have and analogies, the newcomer that comes into the house that I see at the meeting, or even people at work, I share, or even my girlfriend, I share these things, and it helps me retain what I've learned, and it also reminds me of what I need to be doing. My therapist used to say, teach class, and I'd say, what do you want me to teach about? And she said, whatever you need. So what I teach people, or what I may say to someone, is pretty much reteaching myself and reminding myself that I need to be doing this constantly, or else I'm just bullshitting with whatever it is. So yeah, I'm proud of, and then whenever I do share it, they're like, man, I didn't think of it that way, or just like the recognition, the validation that I'm really going the right direction or something, and it really helps me stay on the path that I chose, because this is what I chose. This whole time, bro, like I'm a pretty energetic person, man. I'm pretty positive. I just don't want to toot my own piano, but everyone tells me that, so I keep it that way. And I don't need an energy drink. Sometimes I would, but I'm just loaded up on inspiration and stuff. So I wake up in the morning, man. I say good morning to people. I do my prayer. I go to work. We go to the pool parties or something. We play cards, man. We do things. I go rock climbing. I meet up with other recovering addicts or alcoholics and go rock climbing. You know what I mean? We go hiking, bro. We do things, man. And a lot of people, the newcomers, would be like, how can I go bowling without drinking? When you have a group of people with the same mindset and the same willingness to do what's needed to be taken to change their life, and you surround yourself with those people, the drinking or the using ain't even going to come in mind. No one's thinking about that. Everyone's solely focusing on the time in the present and the good time that they're having with one another. Whether it's a gutter ball at bowling or it's a strike, we're celebrating each one. You know, oh, you guttered, yeah, I knew it, boom, oh, strike, bam, spare. It's the joy of camaraderie and the journey that we chose to be on together. We didn't choose it together. We came to this journey, and this road brought us together. Now we're like, hey, I got your back, you got my back. Hey, we hit each other up, we say, what's up? You know, that's what it's about, connection, because the opposite of addiction is exactly that, connection. And we need to just keep that connection strong. Yeah, first and foremost, man, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, my stepdad, for telling me you can't stay here because you've been sober for 2 years before and you relapsed. And he said, get your ass to rehab. Thank you, Adrian King. Thanks, my mom, my sister. Thank you, Wade. Thank you, Eric, man, Rico, my girlfriend, who always inspired me and kept me on my toes, even though she was, you know, she always told me I was, hey, you're not as inspiring today. And she'd always be, hey, you're so inspired. Like, she would remind me of what I am and who I was when she first met me, that glow I had. So thank you for Nisa, man. So she always put that out there. And my kids, who always pretty much praised me, even though when I was raising them, I was using, and they knew it. And they were like, you were like the best dad I've ever known, even though you were using. And I always tell them, thank you, but imagine how much better I could have been, or how much better it could have been with me focused on the family instead of me running to the restroom or gone for 4 hours trying to find a bag or whatever, you know. But yeah, I like to thank my family, thank all the friends I had, Rico, Wade, Eric, everybody, man. My sponsor, Marcus, he's kept me accountable and, you know, held my hand through some things, through some tough times. Like I said, the roller coaster doesn't just stay going straight or going up. We do have them drops. He's always told me to come back up. So, yeah, man, I'd like to thank all them. Appreciate that.